Hey everybody, welcome to More Than Meets Guys. We are on Transformers UK number 52, The Menace of Megatron, and I'm here with Boo of the AxelonUnderground.com.
Howdy.
Hey, it's part two of that issue from the American comics. What number was that? I
13?
think so, yeah, 13
Yeah,
sounds
issue
right.
13. Yeah.
So yeah.
It's weird when you think like it's only 13 issues to the American comic, but we're at
Mhm.
52 in the UK. But there have been a lot of like filler issues that are just straight up UK exclusive stories.
Oh
So,
yeah, and also you could consider that even if you didn't have that, the way that the UK books run, this would be at the very least what 26? But there's
yeah,
plenty
it's not
of
like
things.
that. Yeah. And they do them weekly. Remember they're bi-weekly at first and then they went weekly. So,
Yeah, and there's a lot of good stories that you've got some of them over in the United States in the Marvel book, but there's so many things that are in there that just don't show up in the American book.
yeah.
But yeah, so Menace of Megatron, that famous cover with the hand holding the Megatron, getting ready to fire at a bunch of people,
Which is
and
kind of funny because it shows Megatron here with all his gear on.
oh yeah,
But in the story, it's just a straight up pistol. It doesn't even have the scope.
yeah, he is the man from Uncle in this one,
Yeah.
aiming at cops, tanks, bystanders, all kinds of stuff. But
Everybody, there's buildings, you
yep.
know.
But hey, you know what else is in this? Terrific Panini Transformers sticker album for free.
I know that's actually quite a get because I think I've seen some of them going for about $40
Yeah.
on eBay because I had to look it up and see what they're going for. But there's one that's complete and they want like $3,000 for it.
Oh,
I'm like, that's a little much. I think that somebody had to put it on and they said, okay, I'll put it on, but I'm going to make sure it doesn't sell.
yeah,
So,
man.
yeah. Well,
And
and this cover's done by Don Perlin, which he does a lot of the interior artwork on
okay,
the
that's why
American
I saw
side
the
right
I
now.
remember the
Yeah,
name from. Okay,
yeah. And
which
on top of
checks
all
out.
the yeah, on top of all this, you get the sticker book now,
Hmm.
and there's like spots for over 200 stickers. And what it is, it's scenes from the cartoon,
Hmm.
and then there's original scenes made using the box art designs.
Yes.
Okay,
Didn't they have also scenes from the that original trailer they had for the comic?
I think so. I don't have this one.
No, neither do I.
Yeah, the only sticker book I've got is the one for the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I would love to hunt this one down. There's even like unopened packs like on eBay.
I do have a sticker book. I don't think it's that one though. I gotta look around. I know I
And then
have
I've got
a.
the action cards. I think a lot of them are the same as the action cards.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, next issue you'll get 6 free stickers
Yeah.
to start off your collection. And that's what issue 53. And then 6 more if you purchase Secret Wars 2 number 38.
So they're really pushing the cross merchandising of Secret Wars. Like, but they've been doing the entire time.
Oh yeah. Well, Marvel UK did a lot of that. They wanted you to like get all their books. They want you to get Spider-Man and Zoids and Secret Wars. And I think they did more with Secret Wars than we did over here.
It really feels like it.
Yeah.
They're pushing it pretty bad.
Yeah. And then the backup comic in this issue continues the stories of robotics.
Yeah, that's what we will get on very soon.
And yeah, and it says they introduced CompuCore in this one.
Oh, now nice.
Yeah. And then there's a correction. Did
Credit
you
where
see the
credit's due.
correction? Yeah. And so in issue 43, Crisis of Command Part 2 was not colored by Gina Hart, but was instead colored by John Burns for the first 5 pages and Stuart Pace for the remainder of that issue. And then Stuart Pace also helped color a few pages in issues 44 and 48.
Yep.
And then the big announcement at the bottom of that is that the next issue, number 53, will introduce 5 new Autobots.
Which these five are some of would be the formerly known as Ed on the show, some of his favorite characters.
Yeah, well, I thought it was kind of odd because there were actually 7 new cars introduced. They left out 2 of them.
Oh, they did it. Okay.
They left out Red Alert and Inferno.
Ah, well, they were off. Red Alert was having a conniption somewhere, and their friend was trying to calm him down.
So
Come on, Red.
yeah, Inferno has like a an unusual history, and you'll see as we go through these
Mhm.
comics. Like when Inferno shows up, it's usually like as a portent of doom.
And then the Robocavers actually came through this week.
Yeah.
Masterpiece of skilled engineering, the most advanced robot in the entire universe, a lifetime of making at a cost of 1,000 billion pounds. And it's just like it's a mess. Like it's putting stickers in his albums. So
Well, it only bungs stickers in an album.
yeah.
And I looked it up. Bung means to place or to throw something. So it places stickers in an album.
Yeah, not the
It's just funny when you hear the word bung over here. It doesn't bring the same connotation. It's just placing something.
yes.
But I believe it goes back to being like a stopper in a bottle, like a
Yep, that's
cork.
that's what a bung would be, yes.
Yeah. So that's what it's referring to, or where it originated. So
Anyways, on to the story though. We're finding the second part of the story of Joey Slick.
Joey Slick,
And we
the
started off
shooting star.
yes. And he is being chased by the coppers. And he's
Yeah.
shooting his gun, his special gun, all
Well,
kinds
he
of things
thought he
like
got away, and then more cops showed up.
yep,
So he decided on collateral damage is the answer. So he
yep.
collapsed in an overpass to stop him from chasing him.
And now he decides, come on, gun, you and I are going places. So
He,
there's a montage page of him like,
it seems
knocking
like
over
a couple
jewelry.
pages.
Yeah, well, it's complete. Joel knocking over jewelry stores, armored trucks,
Banks.
banks,
He's
and
become like the new John
well,
Dillinger.
uh,
Blah, I can't talk
yeah,
today.
he definitely is John Dillinger with a purple pinstripe suit.
He's the John Dillinger of the Pacific Northwest.
It looks like he has new dentures because the way he looks, he's like the
Yeah.
way he's drawn.
He done got his teeth fixed.
Yeah, looks like it. And he's holding up one bank. He's like, "Hey, come on, doll, smile. It ain't every day you're robbed by a living legend." I'm sure it was not
Yeah.
supposed to be said in a different accent, but that's how I read
Wearing
it.
his orange suit.
God, yes. Orange suit,
Yeah.
black shirt, white tie.
Like I said he has that Nicolas Cage look about him again.
He definitely has Nicolas Cage look about him.
Yeah.
Oh, when he leads that bank, the National Guard show up,
Oh,
and
they're waiting for him outside.
yeah, he's like, "Throw down the weapon now, or we won't shoot." And he's like, "Nah, we're not gonna do that." And he just blasts the entire National Guard.
Yeah, he tells Megatron to blast him.
Oh, yeah, blast them. You know what to do, gun. Blast them.
But one thing that you can't help but notice, there's always the people getting out of this. So he hasn't killed anybody yet.
No.
He's just doing property damage.
Yep. He's just making sure they don't follow him.
Yeah, he's still, I guess, a nice enough guy where he doesn't
Hmm.
want anybody to die.
Yeah,
Yeah, for his aspirations.
exactly. Then we find out that there's some collateral damage after all, though, because old Jake Lumax is not having this. He is mad. He gets mad at his guys. Like he's been able to that Joey Slick has been able to elude him twice when he's put out a hit on him, and he's the laughing stock of all the big guys on the West Coast.
Oh yeah, Whitey and Marco are getting an earful right now. And
We're
the
getting
newspaper even like confirms this that, super shooter what smashes soldiers all survive.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so
The Daily Globe.
the Daily Globe.
And maybe Slick's on top now, but not for long. He let loose soldiers. He let the soldiers live like everyone he faces. He's soft, a wimp, and I'm not.
Yeah,
And
so he wants Joey dead.
yeah, he doesn't mind taking some lives.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, a luxurious penthouse apartment overlooking downtown Portland.
Yeah.
There's old
How
Joey
many
Slick.
how many luxurious penthouse apartments are there in Portland?
I've lost count. I'll look again for you.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
he's
fancy. It looks almost like the the condo from Ghostbusters with like
kind
a
of
temple
does.
on top of it. Joey's over there trying to conjure Gozer.
Goes the Gozerian.
Yeah.
He's getting irritated by all the people who are just like hanging off of him because he has money now.
Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of suckers just leeching off of him,
Hmm.
and yeah, they're just mooching off of him because we've never even seen these people before.
No,
And so he
he
kicks
tells
them
him to
all out
take
of
a
the
hike,
room. Yeah, he kicks them out, and then tells Megatron to transform. And so Megatron's all crouched down trying to fit into this condo
and he's like,
because
"I need
he,
someone I can trust to talk to."
yeah, and all he's got is this mindless robot. He tells him he's as brainless as a beer can.
Which, he's really he has Megatron transform just so he can vent at him, and then he's like, "This isn't even good because you only talk back to me."
Yeah,
So yeah, he decides after all the hangers on are still there, he's like, "Hey, everyone, check out time, scram, find another wallet with friend to make friends with." He
yeah,
knows that they're only there for his money.
they're a bunch of fair weather friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So he decides he's going to take his shiny new, looks like a golden car, but I think it's supposed to be yellow or something, tan, I don't
yeah,
know, down to the old neighborhood.
it's fancy.
Hmm. He sees Mr. Kim having his produce stand, and Mr. Kim is like, "Oh, I didn't even notice you there, Joey." He could tell Mr. Kim is scared of him.
Yeah, he asks him for any words of wisdom. Oh, no words. Take an apple, anything you want, please. He just wants him to
Yeah.
go. He's terrified of him.
Yeah. And then he sees the kids over there. Hey kids, yeah, how are tomorrow's NFL All Pros going down? That's what he says. And
Yeah,
they're like, football's for losers. We're all about robbing banks. There's money in banks, right?
yeah. So they're idolizing his crimes and not, being the cute kids they were just like last week.
Exactly.
So word has gotten around. He's infamous.
Yeah, and he decides he's gonna take hit this show all the way to Jake Lomax's front gate.
Yeah, he's
And
gonna confront him.
yeah, I was like, "Hey, we got business, you and I." And Lomax is like, "Yeah, yeah, send him in. Come on, guys." And he tells everyone to get ready with their guns, their shooty things.
Yeah,
And yeah, and he didn't expect Lomax to be so cordial, but he expects Lomax to try to, take care of business. And he has people with guns all over the place, which, Joey takes care of pretty quickly with the
well,
gun.
yeah, well, he tells Megatron to
Megatron
take
takes
care
care of
of
it pretty quickly.
Yeah. See, this could have been like a Star Trek episode.
Oh, easily,
Yeah,
easily.
where they got like a targeting phaser or something.
I mean, this could have been the Twilight Zone episode with like, a guy who gets a magic gun that shoots whatever he tells him to or whatever.
Yeah,
And he's like, this isn't the right life for me. Yeah,
yeah,
this
because
is
everything feels hollow to him.
yeah.
His all his success as a criminal is just there's nothing to it. He's still lonely and bored.
Yep. So he confronts Jake Lomax and blows up, I don't know, like some building behind him on the pool
His
area.
house.
Is this his house? Oh God, yeah,
Yeah, he
this is
blows
his
a hole in
house.
his house. Yeah,
Yeah. And Lomax like, "Hey, you just don't shoot me, please." And he's like, that's an idea, shooting you. And he pulls me and Megatron and clicks him. He realizes like it doesn't shoot bullets anyways.
it only shoots when he tells him to. He can't make it shoot with the trigger. Yeah,
Yeah. But he's like, "I'm not the killing type." He tosses Megatron on the ground.
yeah,
And the Lomax is like, "You're not gonna kill me?" And then when he tosses Megatron on the ground, it hits the bullet that was lodged in there fires, which I don't understand what that's all about because Megatron wouldn't have bullets in there, but whatever.
the Japanese one did.
Yeah, I know. I've got the release of that. I got it. He's like, "Oh, it's a bullet. Must have finally loosened this trigger." And then he cold cocks Jake Lomax, puts him on the
Yeah.
ground, throws money on him. He's like, "Here's your $600 with interest. Now we're even."
Oh yeah, and you still have to fix up your house. Like, I don't think that's gonna cover the damage to his house.
Oh,
And then a
Eh,
shadow looms over him.
huh? Yeah. And then
And he
he's like,
looks yeah, it's Megatron in robot mode.
Megatron, what do you do? You transform without my say so. Megatron's like, "You dare to claim to control me?" Yeah. He,
This is like the twist at the end of the Twilight Zone or the Outer
yeah,
Limits episode or something, you know?
exactly. All the above.
Yeah,
The Tales from the Dark Side, if you will.
right. It almost reminds me of do you remember the Shadow Man? Episode a kid had a Shadow Man lived under his bed and he'd tell him to go like beat up his bullies and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And at the end, he runs into the Shadow Man outside, and he's like, "Oh wait, you said you'd never hurt me." And he goes, "I'm a Shadow Man from someone else's bed," and gets the kid. So this is kind of like that moment because Megatron's Luminor, and he's basically condemning him for even presuming to order Megatron around.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna take your life. I shall reduce you to a bubbling puddle of protoplasm. And
He's gonna make soup out of it.
and he basically you know you basically take this knowledge as like you're condemned to your grave. You know, you know took advantage of me, you know, after my fall, and now I'm master of my own destiny now. So because I've got my all my memories back, and like I can actually think for myself. And he's like, I'm here to take your life. And you know, Joey's
Up to
like,
this point, it's reading almost like a horror comic.
yeah.
Yeah,
And Joey's like, my life. He's like, look, dude, why not? Just take it. You know, everyone wanted to take my life, and well, I just punched Jake Lomax out. Wanted
the
to do it to me.
scariest guy you ever heard of. He just knocked him out.
Yeah,
Yeah, so go ahead.
yeah. Nothing you can do can ever, you know, take that away from me ever. So do what you want. Megatron's like, you know, I like you cutting your jib.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go. But you know, you
Don't
have my
don't
respect.
ever don't ever try to order me around again or you're dead.
You deserve my respect, not my wrath. But if you ever try to order me around again, I know you. And then he just leaves through the wall of Jake Lomax's house.
Yeah. And
And
then as Joey leaves, the cops all show up and he doesn't even like resist them when they arrest him,
nope,
you know. And the cops ask him about the robot walking away and he says that used to be mine, but it wasn't my style.
yeah,
And I think the epilogue that we didn't get for this is where Joey gets shanked in prison by someone hired by Lomax.
100%.
Because you know Lomax isn't going to let this just go. He punched him out, trashed his house. Oh, and now you're in prison? Oh, yeah, I know a guy. You know?
Yeah, he can take it $600. He just dropped on him like hire a guy.
Yeah.
But hey, so we are with faced with the interface fact files.
Now, these are kind of neat because they're abridged versions of the Transformers Universe profiles.
Yes.
And I was actually looking at them side by side to see what some of the differences are. And like for one of them where it says, like, I think it's about smoke screen, it says that Raging Battle was turned to Conflict in the UK right up.
Okay.
Okay. And then where it says, nothing is safe from Mixmaster's Seething Cauldron is completely omitted from the UK fact file. That's in the
Interesting.
Transformers universe. And also in Transformers universe, it compares Mixmaster to a medieval witch, but in the UK it says medieval warlock.
Huh. Interesting.
So there's little changes like that, and like I mean, there some of it you can tell was just for space to get it all to
Hmm.
fit in.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got the gist there. But there was some of the language, and I think there was some localization
Hmm.
also done. So,
Do you notice one other big difference between both, well, with these two entries?
uh, what's the big difference?
So Smokescreen, of course, is an Autobot.
Yeah,
They call Mixmaster a Constructicon, not a Decepticon.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
something else. It gives a entry for what their alt mode is. At least for Starscream, Smokescreen, it gives
Hmm.
a specific make and model.
Hmm.
Yeah, which you don't get that at all in the Transformers universe.
Yep.
So you get a little extra details there.
So it was neat. Just having that little differentiation there.
Yeah,
But anyway, so after robotics, which we will get to, we have the new Autobots showing up. Well, five of the seven, anyways.
yeah.
We
Which
have
is grapple, hoist, smokescreen, skids, and tracks.
mhm.
And we're also going to be introduced to the right of the auto brand, which we heard mentioned before during Dinobot Hunt. So we're going to see
Yep.
what that's about.
So yeah,
And then
they'll
we get to the back cover.
your buddy.
Yeah, that
Your
creepy kid is
your
back.
buddy's always there for you.
He didn't forget about Red Alert, though.
He'll never forget about Red Alert.
He won't let us forget about him either. And he's got Jazz, Tracks, Grapple, and some of the mini Autobots. And Jazz is hanging back there with some Dionauts.
But at least don't have to worry about his legs being backwards.
Yeah. Well, that's because his legs are already like that.
I know. Exactly. That's exactly my point. And I kind of always love this. We've had this before with the mini bots also. So you have Sea
Hmm.
Spray, you have Warpath, you have Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Why not? Why Bumblebee? I mean, unless there's maybe he was just re-released in this wave.
It was they were all because you got to remember all this stuff hit uh Europe
Hmm.
in 85.
That's right.
Same thing in Japan. All that hit in 85 there, and that's why like seasons 1 and 2 in Japan was really
Hmm.
just one season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
So so yeah, as it spread because it's almost like they didn't expect it to hit as hard as it did,
Hmm.
but then it blew up and then they're like, "Okay, we need to take this global."
Exactly.
And even
So,
into markets where the toys were already selling under other names, like under Diaclone or
mhm.
whatever
Dia
else. Yeah.
Clone. Yes.
You know, then they're like, oh no, but we've got, the story that goes with it, that's what's selling it.
Hmm.
And
100% that.
you think that would have cemented in their heads that that's what keeps the sales going.
You'd think, but you would be
But,
wrong.
yeah, they pull the plug on the show and just watch the whole thing spiral down. And
Yeah,
it took them till like 96 to realize that they need new episodes every season to keep selling toys.
weird. At least you're not telling me that, you figured out why it failed and it's because of Optimus Prime dying, because that's always something you see. It's just because they didn't have a cartoon with it anymore.
Well, that was part of it. A big part of it was the movie flopping,
Well, yeah.
but that was largely in part to a distribution issue.
Hmm.
Okay, and when they didn't make back the money they thought they'd make on the movie, then they pulled the plug on the series, which season 3 was already in the can when the movie was made. They were made simultaneously, so they got all the way through season 3, but season 4, Hasbro just pulled the plug on it.
Well, they
That's
weren't
when
going
they
to
only got
do
three
it at
episodes.
first, and then I guess what Japan did to Headmasters, they decided to go and do Rebirth.
Yeah, well, they had already planned on doing Rebirth, and it was going to be like I think 5 episodes, and they said,
Mhm.
"Nah, just do 3," because they weren't going to put any more effort into it. And yeah, so then Japan said, "No, we're still running with it." So they did 3 more like new seasons,
Hmm.
and then like season 5 was just reruns of the older seasons, and then the movie cut up into like a made-for-TV format
Yep.
with a giant puppet of Optimus Prime. That's where like the budget for season 5 went. They made a 1:1 scale Power Master Optimus Prime puppet for Tommy Kennedy to stand on his shoulder and introduce the shows.
Hey, Optimus, what happened then? Did the Galvatron rule all the Autobots then?
Yes.
Well, Tommy, let me tell you what happened next.
Do you like movies about gladiators, Tommy? Oh, so yeah, it's interesting the way it all played out. And there was like lots of factors into what brought about G1's eventual like winding down.
Demise.
Yeah, but the one place it never wound down was Europe.
Yeah.
It flowed straight into G2.
Yeah.
There's like no gap. So,
I mean, that's luckily for the for our European friends. I mean, you have Overlord. It was released as G2,
well,
not
that,
G1 Classics.
yeah, G1, but also they were smart enough to reissue toys,
Hmm. Oh yeah.
and it seemed like they didn't want to do that over here. And you have that they figure out what's it, like a 3-year cycle
Hmm.
for kids that watch stuff. So if you bring those old toys back in after that 3-year period, then you got a whole new set of consumers that'll gobble that stuff up,
100%.
and that helped keep it alive. And
Gosh, it'd be interesting if, like, 40 years later, we used to have the same thing going on. That'd be weird.
oh yeah, hmm.
40, almost 42 years later, if you had interest in a show like that. Huh. Well, meaning that 42 is divisible by 3. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Anyways,
Don't drag math into this, you nerd.
14.
So
Yes,
yeah,
now.
and I mean that's why we keep getting the reissues in the stores, and everyone's like, "Hey, didn't they just do this a few years ago?" It's like, yes, but there are new customers in that 3-year cycle.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
marketing,
Anyways. Who knew things like that would happen?
Yeah, right.
Um,
Well, they
God,
learned. They finally learned. They had to, get some number crunchers in there and some sociologists.
God, didn't G2 and it when we were launched, it was just a few years after they had stopped the line, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2 years. There
Two
was a two
years?
year gap in the U.S. It seemed a
Yeah,
lot longer,
it
but
did. It
yeah.
did.
So
Hmm.
yeah, because the comic ended in '91,
Okay.
and then '93 is when we really started to see G2 pop up here.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, and
They
then
did.
that went for 3 years, and then we got Beast Wars.
God, so sad the Beast Wars ruined it all with that monkey nut truck. Anyways, on that light note,
You're a madman.
a mad man. All right. Well, anyways, that wraps up the Menace of Megatron little one shot of the American book in the UK as two. And till next time, let us give us a message. Join the Discord. It's in the show notes. Send us an email at morethanmeetstheseguys@gmail.com. Tell me how awful you think is that I'm wearing a pink shirt, or that you'd like to see someone else besides Jeeper Creeper on a Transformers show next to me. So let me
Got to
know.
single me out, huh?
I gotta call you out. I'm always deprecating myself. Gotta, yeah, share the love here. So y'all take it easy. Have a great day, night, whatever you're doing, and until next time,
Bye.
see you later. More Than Meets These Guys, a Transformers podcast, is performed by Evan Johns, Boo of the ExcellentUnderground.com, and Ed Strickland. Research is done by Evan Johns, Boo of the ExcellentUnderground.com, and Ed Strickland. Special thanks to Hasbro, Marvel, Skybound, and the occasional extra property which we will name at whatever time is appropriate for that episode. And without all of you, this is really not even possible. So thanks for being here, and thanks for checking us out every week. Goodbye.